Okay, let's do another Leetcode team. It's called Ransom Note. What's this shit about? Okay. If you guys are wondering why I just fucking speak freely like this, it's because I don't give a shit about whether this channel gets monetized or not. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm here to solve questions in the most authentic way I can. And I speak like this. Like when I want to speak freely, this is how my mind can unchain itself. I just think freely, you know what I'm saying? And the people that resonate with this content, this is for you guys. Like if you don't like the way I solve it, there's other channels that do the same shit. Follow them, right? This is for the people that don't want to be restricted in their method of solving, right? They just care about the engineering. They care about the result that they get from it. They care about the process. They don't give a shit about how it's packaged, if there's some fucking frills or if there's certain colors they like. No, this is straight up value adding content, right? Yeah. So without further ado, let us get back to this question. Give it two strings, ransom note and magazine. Return true if ransom note can be constructed using the letters from magazine, and false if otherwise. Okay, cool. So all I'm going to do is this. I'm going to create a dictionary called store mag. Iterate through the whole thing. So magazine basically has to have more letters than the ransom note. Because if you think about those killer movies, they cut out letters from the magazine and that's why it's actually a really crafty question. Each letter in a magazine can only be used once. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create 4 letter in magazine if store mag letter if this doesn't exist in the magazine, if this letter doesn't exist, store mag letter, give it a value of 0, initialize it with the value of 0, and then just add the letter. So add or store mag just make the value of this, add 1 to it. So if it doesn't exist in the dictionary, create the input for it. So let me just show you guys on the whiteboard real quick, because I know dictionaries might be a bit tough for some people to conceptualize unless you see a visual. Delete. So basically what I'm doing is this is my dictionary, right? So now let's say my magazine has dog, right? Right now my dictionary is empty, right? So if go through the first letter, D, I'm checking, is D in this dictionary? No. So let's create D, and we'll give it a value of 0 like we're doing here. That's what this does. If it's not in there, give it a value of 0. Right? And then the next line is increment that value. So now you're going store mag, so dictionary, this letter in the dictionary, plus equals 1. So it's 0 plus equals 1, which now makes it, what the fuck? Which now makes it 1. You see, then we go to the next letter. Is O in the dictionary? Let's put dog with 2 G's here, by the way. Is O in the dictionary? No. Now we add O. 0. Go to the next line, add 1. So we initialize it, add 1. We do the same thing with G. Initialize it, add 1, so we now get to 1. Now we go G again. So G's already in here, so this skips this if condition and just adds 1 to the value. So now G becomes 2. You see? So now we have a dictionary mapped to the string. It maps out the exact count of all these letters in my string. So if I want to go D, how many D's do I have? 1. How many O's do I have? 1. How many G's do I have? 2. Right? And I can use one key, one G key, to count as many. I could have 1,000 G's. The only thing that's going to change is the count. I don't add more keys. You see what I'm saying? The key is G. It's a key value pair. The value increments to 1,000 if I have 1,000 G's, but the key stays the same. So now I can map infinite numbers of these letters, and at most there'll be just one key and 1,000 counts of that letter. You see what I'm saying? So that's what this is. So I'm basically counting all the occurrences of a letter. So if there's A, I'm putting that into my dictionary in the magazine. So now I want to go through my ransom note. Basically, for letter in ransom note. Now I'm going through my ransom note. Right, so if so first I have to check if the letter is even in store mag. All right. If the letter is even in store mag, if it's in there, so if store mag letter, it's in there, I reduce it. I reduce the count from the magazine, because the ransom note is taken from the magazine. Right, so if I have an A in the ransom note, I have to have an A in the magazine. If there's no A in the magazine, return false, because I don't have enough letters for my ransom note. You see what I'm saying? So we have to check if it's in store mag, in the magazine. So if it's in there, I reduce that letter by 1. Store mag letter minus equals 1, and then I'm going to run a check within this check. So if store mag at that letter is less than 0, right? If it's less than 0, that means I'm exceeding the amount that exists. So if I only have one A in my magazine and I have 2 A's in my ransom note, and that doesn't equate. You can't actually make this ransom note because there's not enough letters to use. So I'm going to return false. Right? And then, if the letter is not even in the magazine, so let's say AB, right, or AA is my ransom note, or like right now my magazine's AB, right? These are the letters A and B. If it's AAG, right, or it's AG, right? There's no G even in the magazine, so automatically else return false. Right? If it passes all this, then there are enough letters, and I just return true. Okay. I do this? No. If not, oh, not in this is some syntactical thing. Check if key is not in dictionary. Oh, that's why. If letter, I just checked the letter. If letter not in store mag, then do it. Yeah, same thing here. If store mag letter, so if letter in store mag, this is a syntactical thing. It's not really me not understanding how to solve it. So that's why I don't even flinch when I see this shit. There we go, boom. And exactly as I predicted, it works. Beats 49.50% of solutions. So do you see what I'm saying? All you have to do is create your dictionary, store all the letters in the magazine in this dictionary, because your magazine is what we're going to use as the resource to create the ransom note. Right, so we're gonna create our ransom note based off the magazine. So we have to count all the letters in the magazine, all the occurrences of each letter, and see if the ransom note we want to make has enough. So if the ransom letter uses more than the magazine's available letters, you're gonna get a -1. So it's gonna be less than 0. Or if we need letters that don't exist in the magazine, we return false. Otherwise, we meet all the conditions and we return true. So submit that, beats almost 50% of the solutions. So if you like that video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below. Knologist out.